Hi, I'm Brian Bianchi from Utility Relay Company. Now, safety has always been very important to us. As we design our trip units, accessories, our network monitoring systems like Smart OneLine, we're always thinking of safety first and foremost. And today, I'm going to talk to you about a device called the Safety Trip. Now, arc flash risk and how to mitigate that risk is a very important topic in our industry. There are a lot of solutions out there ranging from PPE for the technicians to wear as you're approaching the breakers to all sorts of different solutions. And part of our solution is the Safety Trip. Now, when you get a Safety Trip, it's going to show up in this box, this bright yellow box. It's an industrial Pelican case, so you can carry this on, you can have it in the shop floor, and it's going to withstand a lot of kicking and throwing around. So nice solid case there. But the Safety Trip device here, it's a USB device that is compatible with our AC Pro 2 trip unit as well as our AC Pro MP and AC Pro MP2 trip units. So if you have to open the breaker, of course, now you might be able to see this better as I'm standing in front of the breaker here. You can imagine if you have to open this thing, you're right in front of the breaker. You're actually touching the breaker. And if there's an energy incident here, then you're right in the line of fire. PPE or not, there's a high chance of injury. So we want to avoid that at all possible. We want you to be safe. So the Safety Trip, again, it's a USB device. Our trip units come fitted with a USB port there right on the front. You can plug this in. Or if your breaker is behind a cubicle door, we have a USB port here that you would have installed on the door, and you can simply plug the cable in there. And that USB port is connected to the trip unit inside of the cabinet. But for this purpose, I'm going to demonstrate by plugging straight into the AC Pro 2. There we go. And if I haven't mentioned it already, the cable is 30 feet or 10 meters. I'm not going to stand that far away because I'll be completely off the camera, and I think you want to see this part. So the Safety Trip device right here, I'm going to turn it on. You'll see 3 lights turn green, and that means the device is ready. So there's a little text there. It says the battery's okay and it's ready. And you'll notice here too that there are 2 buttons that you need to push simultaneously to trip the breaker. Now we have that because we don't want somebody to accidentally just press one button and trip the breaker. Maybe a colleague or someone is standing in front of the breaker and they don't know you're going to be opening this thing, and you didn't even intend to open it. So we want to make sure that doesn't accidentally happen. So you have to press both of these buttons together. I'll do that. Still on the camera there. There you go. So you hear the breaker's opened, and again, I'm standing 30 feet away. If there was an arc flash, I'm completely safe. So in addition to opening the breaker, as I just demonstrated, the Safety Trip works with our patented sluggish breaker detection technology. And sluggish breaker, now we'll talk about that in more detail in another segment, but the sluggish breaker, it essentially measures the opening time of your circuit breaker to make sure that it's opening as quickly as it should. And what the Safety Trip does, the Safety Trip initiates that circuit breaker opening, and you can measure the critical first operation of the breaker. And that's going to be a data input that you need to set the sluggish breaker threshold and make sure that is programmed properly for you. So that's Safety Trip. Now be sure to visit us on our website at utilityrelay.com. We have other videos that I think you'll find very helpful as you learn more about our products. We go into more arc flash mitigation solutions like our Quick Trip system. So it's a fun read. There are other videos. You can enjoy watching some videos too. So be sure to check that out on social media as well, and we'll definitely talk soon. So thank you for coming.